Today I fucked up by cuddling my elderly dog. My dog is 16 years old. She's in reasonable health, fair bit of arthritis, slowly going deaf, a little night blind. But she sees her vet regularly, and they're happy enough with the state of her health to allow her to continue her slow amble into her twilight years, so all is well there. Due to the aforementioned arthritis, she has a special orthopedic dog bed that's supposed to give her old body all the support she needs to remain comfy. She seems happy with it, but we did notice that as she can't climb onto the bed, couch anymore, she doesn't get to just chill with us as much. This is kinda sad, especially when she spent her whole life being as close to us as possible when we're at home. She's a Kelpie mix, so while she's not a huge dog, she's not really a lapdog either. Until one day a couple months ago I realized if I sat in the recliner with her and leaned the recliner all the way back, she could lay across my stomach and chest and become a lapdog. Naturally I tried this out, and she loved it. It quickly becomes a new routine every couple of nights. After she's had her last wee before bed, we have some time on the recliner with her eventually falling asleep on my shoulder. Having some time off from work over Christmas, New Year's, I didn't have to worry about my own bedtime as much, and could spend most nights having some cuddle time and for longer. As she's now 2 or 3 years past her life expectancy at this point, I don't mind too much. I suspect these will be moments I treasure once she finally does make her final trot over to the big dog park in the sky. Tonight though, I thought I'd spend some time taking the last of our Christmas ornaments down, tidying up, doing a few extra chores before bed instead. And I tried until I heard the whining. I knew she didn't need anything at this point. She had her dinner, had after-dinner garden strolls, been out for a wee, had an after-dinner snack of the kibble she left over from dinner, had a last-minute pee break. She should have been happy to peacefully drift off to sleep. And then I realized, she'd come to have expectations. And by deciding to knock a few things off my to-do list instead, I was not meeting those expectations. So I am now typing this on my phone while a geriatric dog softly snores on my shoulder. Too long did not read. In making memories with my elderly dog, I accidentally lock myself into an expectation that I will spend upwards of 30 minutes every night letting her fall asleep on me, or else have to listen to her sing the piteous song of her people in ever-increasing levels of volume and drama. ETA dog tax. This is not a fuck-up. This is the greatest compliment you can get from your old friend. When you look back at these moments, you'll remember the cuddles with your dog versus the few tasks you complete at night. Cuddle your dog as much as you can, one day you'll long for those cuddles. Sounds like your pup has a great life with you, heart. You are that dog's life. I had a 15-year-old lab. I miss him so much. Today I fucked up by giving my brother a 3K piece puzzle. My brother has been feeling low. He has seasonal affective disorder lately, and I wanted to get him a thoughtful gift. Recently I realized that no one in our family has ever taken an interest in his hobbies. So I got him a gift related to his hobby, a 3,000-piece puzzle of an image of a bunch of characters he loves. I thought he would love the gift, and he did, but there's one thing I didn't consider. There isn't a surface big enough in my brother's house to do this puzzle, save for one, the floor of the nursery, the one my niece will be living in less than 4 months from now. He sent me a picture of the floor of the nursery, covered in puzzle pieces. My brother returns to work on Monday, and realistically, between work, chores, baby prep, spending time with his family, he is going to have less than an hour a day to devote to this puzzle. He isn't an avid puzzler. He's got like 4 pieces put together so far, all edge pieces. Now my brother is starting to panic. He's worried that he won't finish before the baby arrives, and he has nowhere else this puzzle will fit. He was going to just pick up the pieces and postpone the puzzle, but he promised my nephews they would all 3 do the puzzle together, and Ricky is already super into it, so my brother doesn't want to disappoint him. Now my brother is racing against the clock to finish this puzzle before his daughter is born. What was supposed to be fun and relaxing has become a new source of anxiety for him. I should have gotten him a signed poster. Too long did not read. I wanted to help my brother feel less depressed, so I bought him a 3K piece puzzle, and now he only has a few months to finish it and is stressed. Next time get him a puzzle mat so he can just roll it up and finish it later or somewhere else. So, just for some perspective, that baby is not going to be spending the night in that room for a few months or more after they're born. Most new parents get bassinets and keep the baby next to their own bed. Maybe remind him of that or consider going in on a bassinet for them. Just a thought. This is an excuse for family members to join him in this activity, which could be a bonding moment and help with seasonal affective disorder. I bought my mom a 33,600-piece puzzle, actually divided into 10 sections, so 10 3,360-piece puzzles. The first section took like 8 months and she started getting nightmares about it. So, it is now my puzzle, and 30% done. Today I fucked up exposing my cousin's secret. Alright, so first some context about my family. My immediate family and I, consisting of my parents and little brother, live about an hour away from Prague, where my extended family live, consisting of my Aunt Betty, her son Fred, 24, and my Uncle Charles and his daughter Daisy, 22. I have changed the names to protect my family. Betty is a single mom, with no idea who Fred's biological father is, and Charles went through a messy divorce some 15 years ago, with his ex-wife having nothing to do with Daisy's life. Fred is a big supporter of the Czech Pirate Party, and Daisy is a fan of Nina, the band that did 99 Luftballons. This is all important for later. One day my little brother comes into my room, obviously concerned and a little embarrassed. He tells me to look at something on his phone, and it's a porno. Naturally I'm a little taken aback. That's not something I would go around showing other people. I ask him why he's showing me this and he tells me he thinks the two people in it are Fred and Daisy. The faces have been crudely blurred, but the guy has the curly black hair of Fred, and the woman has the blonde hair of Daisy. That's not all. The porno was on an amateur site, and the whole channel was of the two possible cousins, with faces blurred. There seems to be 3 locations where they filmed, 2 being dorm rooms, one full of Pirate Party posters, the other being full of Nina posters. The final location was an apartment, with the same posters put up now in conjunction with each other. I know Fred and Daisy were roommates in Prague at this point to save money. The backlog of videos went back about 4 years, with about 2 uploaded a month, and the first just so happened to have been uploaded on Daisy's 18th birthday. Now all of this was strong circumstantial evidence, but none was damning. That was until a shirt was carelessly left on the ground. Now this wasn't any old shirt, but a custom shirt I had ordered for Fred for his birthday. Now unless someone else had a shirt with, and I kid you not, of Peter Griffin saying he supports the Pirate Party, then we had a match. Upon the absolute confirmation, my brother went a shade of green before going to throw up. He had pleasured himself to the video before his suspicions rose, but now that they had been confirmed, he hit a tipping point. Now you may be wondering, where is the fuck up? Sure, your brother jacked off to his cousins incestuously fucking, but that's him problem, not yours. The fuck up is what comes next, when I confront Fred and Daisy about their pastime. I disguised my trip to Prague as visiting a university and arranged a meetup with Daisy and Fred at their new apartment. It matched perfectly to the videos, and to cap it all off, Fred was wearing the shirt. I showed them the videos, and while they denied it at first, they soon admitted to it. They explained that when they were younger, they would both go to Fred's place after school, because Uncle Charles would be working until late. Soon, as they got into their preteens, Aunt Betty began working later, so they would be home alone together for extended periods of time. It started when Fred was 13 and Daisy was 11, they would practice kissing on each other. As they got older, they would do it more and more, until around the time Fred was 16 and Daisy was 14. Daisy began sucking Fred off. Then they moved on to actual sex when they were, 16 and 18. They started filming porn together once Daisy was 18. They were shocked I had found their movies and swore they would break off their relationship. I left in a disgusted mood but was happy it was over. That is, until today. My mom's side of the family always gets together for New Year's, staying up till midnight and having a party. This time, however, Fred and Daisy had failed to show up. It turns out no one had been able to talk to them for about 2 weeks, me being the last one to see them. We called their employers, and it turns out they had not been showing up to work either. They seemed to have dropped off the face of the earth. I decided to tell my family about the videos. They were shocked and horrified, as you can expect. Aunt Betty has been crying with my mom for about 2 hours now and Uncle Charles has just been drinking. My dad thinks my brother needs therapy, but right now they are watching movies together. I'm just glad my grandparents are long dead at this point and don't have to see this. And #X200B. Too long did not read. My brother found a porno of my cousins, I confronted them, they skipped town, and now New Year's is ruined. My dad thinks my brother needs therapy, but right now they are watching movies together. Bet it's something with Fred and Daisy in it. Why? Why would you tell anyone? What did you have to gain? This would be data I would die with and try to scrub from my brain for plausible deniability. I'm having trouble believing this story. So two consenting adults who are at worst cousins, completely legal in the Czech Republic, but likely step-siblings with zero blood relation, have been having sex and making movies. You then decided to tell their parents without their knowledge or consent. Yes, you did ruin New Year. You are very much the asshole. You're an asshole for telling their parents. Just to clarify, are Fred and Daisy blood relatives or is this a step-brother, sister thing? Today I fucked up by turning down a guy the first really liked because of my anxiety and now I can't stop regretting it. For context, I've, 22 female, been single for a while and met this guy at a concert event. He invited me out for a drink afterwards. We hit it off instantly and it's not often that I come across someone I felt this trust and connection with, on top of attraction. But me being the socially awkward anxious introvert I am, I panicked in the moment and made up an excuse to go somewhere else like an idiot. He seemed to take it as me turning him down and he kept his distance after that when I really liked him. We didn't get each other's number during the event and now I'm so regretting being an idiot and wishing I could go back in that moment to just say yes. He was funny and sweet, not to mention my exact type. Still can't for life figure out why I unconsciously sabotaged myself when the perfect opportunity was right in front of me. I don't know if there's another way for us to somehow connect again, but the regret is really eating away at me right now. Too long did not read. Unconsciously turned down a guy the first really liked in the heat of the moment because of my anxiety. Spending Christmas and New Year's alone regretting that decision. I really hope he has a Reddit account and likes TIFU. Speaking as someone who was once ruled by his regrets, allow me to share this advice I was once told. Every regret holds you back from a better future. Regrets are our past tripping us up and preventing us from moving on. Finding a way to shut down your regret response is not easy and it takes patience, but the more you try the better you will get at ignoring regret. First you sabotaged yourself in the moment and now you are continuing that sabotage by focusing on regret. I suspect you have also built this person up in your mind, increasing your regret. Because, you only spent a few minutes with the guy, so you really have no idea of who or what he is. The expression, live and learn, exists for a reason. Move on and try to learn how to better deal with your anxiety.